Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, if I seem a little nervous, we are waiting on the most awful, terrible thing to wait on the planet. Sea Steam is going to give me a refund. Sorry if I'm sounding froggy today. I went outside, and the guy that cuts my lawn, you guys know I have disabilities, so I hired somebody to do all that work outside. And unfortunately, every little thing you want done, more and more and more and more and more. And I had some vines growing up right on my patio furniture, and that's extra, and I can't afford extra right now, so I had to cut those on my own. So I'm breathing like this. And there's a tree that's like, I think it's a hickory, that volunteer tree. And I like the tree, but you would think I was waiting to see how long it would take him to just get mad and like snip a little branch. It was like really low hanging, but again, so I did that too, and I'm really not built to doing that. So I came back in and I was like shaking really hard. But I tried to not do too much today and push myself. But we put in a refund, or I put in a refund because my roundabout stories. I put in some Steam refunds because sometimes you have to be the proactive one. Got a dream from Asmodeus this morning. Second, guys, I'm sorry, allergies. Oh, sorry, my allergies. And the last thing I should do with my health is yard work, but I don't got every time I need him to do something. So I put in a refund on a game because Asmodeus had given me a dream this morning, and he was standing in a room and it was kind of shadowy, almost smoky. And there were all these buck heads mounted on the walls. There might have been a doe or two, but there were mostly bucks mounted up on the walls. And he was standing there and he looked kind of, I don't want to say mad, but kind of like he was challenging me, like he wanted all these bucks. And I'm like, okay. The only way you're going to get that from me is that game pack, so you got to work some Asmodeus magic. And I got up this morning. I said, "You weren't mad at me, were you?" He's like, "No." He came around on me hunting. At first, I think he was like kind of looking the other way, but he does that. He plays coy sometimes. And there's this theory that demons just can bring out more so than any other group of gods, and they are old gods to be sure. They can bring out what's in you. The hunting bug was always in there, and he brought it out, and now I'm insufferable to live with. And I got, yep, back here. And we've been trying every free Windows hunting app and everything, but I said, well, if you want this game, I'm gonna just buy the whole pack at once, because I ain't gonna fool around with this, because Steam or the developer or someone can lock you out of a discount bundle if you have one or two of the titles. I don't know why, but they do. I said, you gotta do something. And it seemed Odin wanted it, and Lokean wanted it, but everybody's kind of like standing around with their hands in their pockets. So I'm like, okay, I gotta be proactive. Sometimes you gotta do that. Gods will ask you for stuff, and then they won't move on it. And you'll say, okay, but if you want that, I need you to get X, Y, or Z to happen. Like I said to Odin, because he's usually good at coming up with writing checks out of nowhere, I said, give me a writing check. Get you the game today. No writing check. Asmodeus is asking for it. I said, great, work at Asmodeus Magic and get me a deeper discount than it is. The bundle's like currently 33% off. And considering one of the titles is mostly negative reviews, I said that's 7 decent games. And I said, you never know if you're going to love a series or you're going to play it 5 minutes and throw it down. I said, if you want this for an offering, so be it, but how about you help me out? He ain't moving. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get some refunds. And I took back a meditation app that Loki had wanted. I cleared it with him. It was supposed to be beautiful, and I couldn't wait to bring it to you guys. It didn't work. Took it back. And then we had a Deer Hunter X, and I asked you guys, and nobody piped up. Well, one of you did, which was good, and I don't think it would be a thing of an emulator. I think it's just Game Guru games are inherently broken. I was watching a guy that was developing it and recording it, was developing a game, and they're janky. They're jumping all over the place and everything else. If I wanted that game that bad, that Deer Hunter game, I could pay, I think Game Guru's on sale for like $5 right now. I could buy that and then just go make a bunch of stupid games and play them on my own if I wanted to do that. And I said, it's really nothing more than target shooting, and it won't work anymore. The miracle of getting it to work lasted just as long as I could take you guys in there. I haven't been able to get to run since. So I put in a refund for that, which if you have Steam, you're like, you're going to get locked out of Steam. I know, but I was like, I'm taking the gamble. And I said to Asmodeus, I said, you could at least bless me on this. I mean, 98 cents to 98 cents, but, or 89 cents to 89 cents. Still, 1 second, please, guys. Again, allergies. Sorry. Sorry about that. But still, it adds up a little here, a little there. Honestly, I'm like, if Steam would just let you refund whatever you have with no limits, I know they won't do that, or nobody ever pay for video games, but if they did, I'm like, I can think of 10 titles right now I would take back and I would refund them, and then I pick up a pack on my own because I'm getting a little tired of the gods. Each one has come forward with that pack going, I want. Great, give me the money. Nobody's doing it, and like sometimes you have to do that, guys. If you have the money, if you have so much money that you're like making stacks of money just for fun because you're bored, fine, get them whatever they want. But for most of us, you got to remind them you got bills to pay, you got food to put on the table, you got other stuff to take care of, you got taxes to pay. And so when they want a little something extra, especially if it's like, I'm not talking about a trip to the dollar store, I'm talking about like these game packs, like 50 some. And I said, look, it might be a game where we play it once and we don't like it. I said, either you get me a deeper discount or you get the money to me either through the writing checks or something else. And nobody's moving. Nobody's moving. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I think you guys don't want this, but I'm still getting my refunds, and then I'll have just a little there that if I see another title, I can get that. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but hopefully Steam does not lock me out of the refunds. I know it was a risk to refund 2 games on the same day. They can be incredibly generous, and they can be incredibly touchy about refunds too. I could have just locked myself out of refunds for a while, but there have been games that I've kept just because I was keeping that refund for a future date. So I'm like, well, there you go. So hopefully I can get this refunded. And there was stuff that Asmodeus had wanted in the past that it turned out it wasn't that great a game, and because either too much time had passed. Too much time had passed. I want to refund the game so I could buy it at lower price. And because it was over 2 weeks, it wouldn't let me do it. So there's nothing you can do someday. Steam is Steam. But we hope you guys are having a good one. And I told them, I said, this might just be, a random interest of mine. I said, it might be like a 2-week interest and then it's done. But, none of the gods are coming forward. I said, really, I know my own personality. I said, if you want these games, make it happen now, because 2 weeks from now, I might not care, and you could be waving, 3 times the amount of the game pack in my face, and I'd be like, I don't care. I ain't getting it. I ain't playing it. You had your chance, and that's not me being ornery. It's just how my interest goes. So if they want that game pack, they better hustle, is what they better do. But, sometimes they do this. It's like Odin's eternal quest for a wolf pelt or a bear pelt. And I saw wolf pom-poms, and I said, you want some? Didn't want them anymore. Didn't want a wolf. I'm like, you have been after me for years for a wolf. Don't want it. Okay, you want that game pack? Yeah. You got game pack money? Dude, that's like a grocery order's worth of money. So, so welcome to dealing with God throwing tantrums like 2-year-olds, because I won't buy the video game. I'm the worst god mom in the world. Like, yeah, you mean? They know. I said, you either hit me up with a deep discount or you hit me, you convince 5 people. Because Loki was trying with me today. He's walking up to me and goes, how about if you got $10 in tips in the tip jar, huh? 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 I said, you see anybody tipping us? We had one tipper once. We had one person throw money in the tip jar in the regular. She was really good. She would have probably bought us the game. But I said then she accused the Odin of something terrible, and I gave back her money, and I never saw her again. I said, "You make the magic happen, you'll get your game." So I'm babysitting the kids. They want it to be Christmas morning, and they want to come run and find the game under the tree. I feel bad for them, I do. But I said, look, guys. I said, with how people are getting kind of squirrely and how it's getting kind of narfy like it was last year to shop on Walmart. I got some groceries. We're good. We're good. We got food on the table, but I said, everything's running out real fast. They're saying, well, X, Y, and Z, shipping delays. That's why it's happening. But I said, you can get something once and then never get it again. I said, I'd rather keep aside for that to, get stuff when we can, but they know. They know. I think this is just their latest thing. Give it a week or so, and I might not hear about it again, or I'll hear more about it. And I said to them, I said, you want that? You give me a sign. Now, a dream from Asmodeus is a great sign. And he wants to be, kind of like the main one with me for hunting. But I'm like, well, other than video games, dude, I can't do anything for you. So I don't know what you think we're going to do together. But that was it. That was the only, we have looked. I even looked in VR, and there's exactly one hunting title in VR. And people said it's so broken, it's just a shame. They felt bad for shooting the animals. It was just you teleport or you kind of walk around this map in VR, and it's sad. It's not like you watch videos of guys going out on a hunt and they take their time and they line up a shot and stuff like that. It's more like you're running around the map like you done lost your mind and you're just shooting animals like crazy. And I think it's an assault weapon. I don't even think it's a anything you would take hunting. And it's like that's not even hunting. That's not what I'm looking for. And it's not like it's free or a buck. I think it was. I don't know what it cost, but I'm like, yeah, we just gotta wait. The boys, you have to learn to tell them no. You have to learn to tell the gods no sometimes. And I said, look, you make it happen, fine, but I'm at least getting these refunds, and they're all just standing around like, Hopefully, I get blessed with that second refund. Again, it was only 98 cents, but still, I couldn't even get to run after I got to run for you guys. So, and I didn't abuse the system. I was just like, well, here's two broken games I can't get to work. Hopefully, they'll give me my money back. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.